What's your favorite color?
Black.
Okay.
Black. All important movies start with a black screen.
I have actually traveled across state borders to film a Kettlebells and Coffee, all because Janet contacted me one day to say, I want to be in Kettlebells and Coffee.
Not.
So being in the great state of Minnesota on the other side of the river, I am joined with Janet Moots at Gallery M. This is her studio. And tell me a little bit about your studio here.
I do photography, but I get in artists from all over the region, all over the country sometimes, that are painters, sculptors, photographers, kind of anything goes.
Okay.
Contemporary, modern art is kind of our thing.
It's been about 2 or 3 months.
Yeah.
And Janet has really had a lot of success in that time. And I feel like there's a lot of Janets out there. I feel like there's a lot of Janets that drive by many gyms. I just drove by a gym on my way here to see you. But they're not interested in those kind of gyms because it might not give them what they want.
I had kind of gotten to the point where it hurt to move, and I was doing less and less. And I was kind of afraid to go work out because I didn't know why I hurt so bad. Finally, someone said, you should really go see these guys. And I thought, well, what the heck, I have to do something. So I was ready to try something new. Well, I remember doing the fitness tests and doing, I think, pretty poorly. And you didn't say that. I mean, you're like, you're just doing what you can and it's okay. And
they come in, our first session. How was that experience for you? How did that feel?
It was kind of surprising how hard it kind of was, just rolling around. And I'm just like, geez, I can hardly even roll side to side.
Right.
I didn't know if I could get a lot better than that.
And it didn't take too long.
No.
And you got a lot better.
Yeah, and after you do it for a while, it's like, oh, now I understand why I'm doing it. I can feel the movement and things are happening, and it doesn't hurt as much after a while, and it's just easier.
Why don't you share with us a little bit about how the training, in such a short amount of time has bled out of the gym into your life?
One of the big things is stamina. I mean, it used to be towards the middle of the day, I was kind of done. I was like, I'm just ready to go home now. And now, I can go all day, and have just energy that I haven't had for a really long time. I drive to Des Moines to visit my family, and it's like a 4.5 hour drive. Usually by the time I get there, I would be super sore. And now I can drive there and drive back the next day, and I don't really have any pain in my back.
What's the favorite movement that you've done so far?
Probably one of the things I feel like I've improved the most on is the hinging. At first, it was kind of an awkward, kind of down motion, and now when I hinge, it's more of a fluid motion.
And that it is, yeah.
Yeah, and it doesn't hurt, which it never, and that's one thing that's come around is you don't really have to hurt yourself to work out.
Isn't that a great thing?
Yeah.
Like I said, there's so many Janets out there that think no pain, no gain.
Right.
I got to suffer through this backache right now to get better. And it's like, no, you don't. I don't care what level of conditioning you're at. You don't deserve to have back pain when you're working out.
Yeah. And it took me a while. It's like I didn't say anything to anybody, really.
Really? It was kind of like a little secret.
I didn't know if I could, it's like I don't want to make a big deal out of this and then have it not happen.
But after 6 weeks, and it's like...
You're committed, and you're like, I like this.
Committed. In so many different ways. Until next time.